I think you must have all become lost at some point, not knowing what to do, feeling unsure about what the future holds. Recently, that's exactly what I've been experiencing. I feel like I'm always busy doing something every day, and I'm tired all the time, but in the end, it's like I've achieved nothing. I feel anxious all the time, but I don't even know what I'm anxious about. It's a dangerous path for the mind to take that can lead to losing the motivation to live. That's exactly been my life recently. I've been working hard to learn Chinese in the hope of getting more opportunities in the future, but the more I learn, the more difficult I find it. My economic situation isn't good either, and I don't have enough funding to make the kinds of music videos I want to make for you guys. My eye disease is getting worse and worse, and in my left eye now I can barely see anything, and my right eye is also much worse than before. Anxiety, tension, confusion, daily migraines, and fear of the unknown fill my brain. I think in Chinese this is called 精神内耗. So why am I telling you all of this? I'm sharing this with you to remind you that whatever you're going through, you're not alone. If you trust in yourself, help will come, usually when you least expect it, and sometimes in ways you'd never imagined. So Jackie Chan recently sent me a signed copy of his new book, I Am Jackie Chan, 我是成龙. Ta-da! I was also fortunate to attend the book launch where Jackie Chan told us many unforgettable stories of his career. Even though many of his stories are written down in this book, hearing them face to face was even more vivid and really brought them to life. There are several stories that particularly touched me and inspired me. One of them is that in the early days of his career, Jackie Chan stayed in front of his phone every day waiting for job opportunities. At that time, he had no money and he was not famous. He often had one meal, but not the next. This is very similar to my situation now, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. So what did Jackie do at that time? He became like a sponge on the film set, learning as much as he could about how to direct, light a set, move the camera, and create the perfect shot. Most importantly, he learned how to create his own opportunities, even when there were none. He took the initiative to approach the martial arts instructor and performed well in front of him, thus gaining a chance to rise. These days, I'm continuing to learn and improve my skills, so I'll be able to seize any opportunity whenever it comes. I may have also recently created my own opportunity by getting into contact with some music industry leaders, but I'll tell you more about that in another video. I think another important factor for Jackie Chan's success is his persistence in maintaining his own uniqueness. When he was just starting to become famous in the film industry, he didn't miss any opportunity to be on camera. Even when the salary was ridiculously low, he was still willing to make the movie because he knew he'd get to meet people who could change the course of his destiny. Later, he played a lot of leading roles. At that time, the company wanted to make him the second Bruce Lee, but every time they tried, the movie failed miserably at the box office. Eventually, because of that, he was dubbed as being box office poison. Bruce Lee's movie style is not Jackie Chan's style. In his words, Bruce Lee is a god, I am an ordinary person. It was only when a director finally asked Jackie, if you could make movies in your own style of Kung Fu, what would it be like, that his two breakthrough movies, 射形雕手 and 醉拳 came into being. The rest, as they say, is history. Another thing that deeply impressed me is how Jackie Chan spread Chinese culture in his own way, by winning the respect and trust of Hollywood with his amazing stunt techniques, how he introduced Chinese culture in his films, and how he wore Chinese clothes at many important events. So what can we learn from this then? For me, I think I need to keep making my own style of music, and I hope that someday soon one of my songs can become a hit. I also want to use my music to share my experience of Chinese culture with the world. Chinese culture may be ancient, but it's still very much alive in modern society. Working hard in a foreign country can be lonely and difficult, but Jackie Chan's story is a shining example of how by working hard and never giving up, you can earn the respect of the local people and the wider world. Jackie's book is really refreshing because he talks to you like an old friend, not like a teacher or an authority figure. He shares his own experiences of life, his struggles, his achievements, just as he remembers them, without any exaggeration or hyperbole. We can all learn a lot from the life experiences of a man who has achieved such great things in the face of adversity. I think it's a great reminder that life will throw all sorts of situations at us that are completely out of our control, but what we make out of it is entirely our choice. In my life, I want to live consciously in the present moment, being 100% involved in the process of self-development without worrying too much about the future. I hope my economic situation improves soon so I can travel the world before I'm blind. In the meantime, I'll continue to exercise, practice yoga and meditate to keep my mind and body healthy. And of course, I want to continue to make music and bring joy to other people's lives. I hope you find stories like this useful. If you do, let me know in the comments and I'll make more of them. Getting bitten all over me. Look, they've started biting my face. Can you see it?
I can't see it at the moment.
On camera?
No.
That's fine.